Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and frogs, it's that time of the week again. It's Zack Rowan. Hello. Zack Rowan Christmas Special.
Welcome back. After Joseph awoke from his dream, he woke up, he was a bit sweaty, he couldn't get his head round it. By the time he got to the bottom of the stairs, knock on the door straight away, opened it, Brian there, bit of a cleft lip. We've heard. I've just been speaking to John and he's heard. We've been reading the Galileo Gazette. You're having God's baby, aren't you? You've not even done her, have you? He's not even wiped the sleep out of his eyes. Another knock on the door. John from down the road. I've heard. Sat down. Knock on the door again. Tony from the locksmiths. Yeah, we've heard. Yeah, I know. Everybody else has heard. I've heard. Everybody in the town knew. News travelled fast. Time went on, months went by, put up with her being pregnant. She had a few weird cravings like coal and stuff like that. Like they do when they're pregnant. He was sat in his front room. A knock on the door. Roman stood there with a pointy hat on. Listen, you got to get back to your hometown. We're doing a consensus. We want to see how many people live in Israel. Oh, that's all I bloody need. You've got Mrs. who's pregnant. You know, the last thing I need now is a 4-day travel to Bethnal. For God's sake. So what they had to do is get everything on a donkey, rickety old donkey. Do you know what I mean? Mole on its chin and everything. They loaded Mrs. on, pregnant, about 15 stone now. You know, all the stuff he needed, bag of rice, a carrot. The donkey's not happy. So they set off, about 4 days and 4 nights. You imagine that on the back of a donkey. 4 days of bacon eat. He had to walk, his sandals were had holes in them by now. She's getting sweaty, boils, you know, chafing crotch. Oh, it must have reeked something rotten. Probably a rash, in all honesty, probably a rash. She's not happy with it, you know, but she had to do it. Anyway, they fired through and they got there. They got there in one piece, didn't get eaten by the hyenas or anything. Oh, flipping it, they were knackered. They'd not even had anything proper to eat. We need somewhere to stay. So, you know, as you would, you just seeing what was going on, knocking on a few doors. Any room? You know, my wife's pregnant, he's having God's son. No. Knocking on doors they were, knocking on the pub, the travel lodge. Nowhere to stay. Gutted they were. Nowhere to stay. Last house they tried on the left, knocked on. Any room. What we've got is a stable round the back. Yeah, I mean, you're more than welcome to use it, but it has got a hole in the roof, mice everywhere, donkey poo, sharp straw. Probably the worst place for a pregnant lady to sleep, to be honest, but it's either take it or leave it. But they took it, they had it, they'd been travelling a long time. They sort of set up a little bit of bed, they had to move the poo and that, but they were comfy, they were comfy, they couldn't moan. Straight to sleep, pair of them, like two little sleeping little raccoons they were. Nice. Morning comes, Joseph's had a lie in, well earned in my opinion. He's the one holding donkey, do you know what I mean? He wakes up, there's blood everywhere, his missus is sweaty, more sweaty than she normally is, and there was a little bit of a cry. He thought it was one of the donkeys letting off a bit of gas, but it wasn't, it was his baby Jesus. What's happened? He said, I've had it, I've had Jesus. You can imagine his face, right? He's missed the birth of his not child. Like, oh, right, okay, where is the lad? He's there, look, beautiful he was, led in a potato sack, in a manger, and with a donkey looking over him. You know, Joseph, he was happy. He'd finally got a son that wasn't his.
Thanks for watching part 2 of Zack Rowan's Christmas Special. Tune in on Christmas Day for part 3 of Why We Eat Turkey at Christmas. Click the videos to watch other Zack Rowan episodes now.